I think we're being lied to. Corporate leaders aren't killing diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're actually doing something much worse. Lock in with me for this little journey. I spent the last few weeks digging into public statements, leaked memos, and policy changes from corporations reportedly rolling back DEI. And what I found was a mismatch. While the headlines scream DEI is over, the reality is that many of these companies like Amazon, Target, Meta, McDonald's, and others, they aren't actually cutting DEI. They're doing a kind of sleight of hand. A kind of magic trick. They're rebranding it, moving it to different departments, shifting the language, giving it new names. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, shh, Garrison, be quiet down. And I get it. In some ways, this is smart. Corporate leaders know the economic value of DEI. A diverse workforce is good for business. Customers care about representation. Talent pipelines are inferior and biased without intentional affirmative intervention. And they aren't going to let Donald Trump and his segregationist allies mess up their bottom line over some brain-dead culture war. Which begs the question, why fake the rollbacks in the first place? Well, optics. I think they're making a bet. They're betting that MAGA is too lazy to read. They're betting that if they look like they're ditching DEI, they can conjure a few overstated headlines, control the narrative, avoid a Fox News news cycle, and the MAGA mob is free to go be mad at the next thing. And they're betting that that perceived obedience will keep them in the good graces of Trump himself, that his administration won't try to make some example out of them. And on the surface, this might seem like a smart move, but in reality, it is extremely dangerous because of the illusion of power that it lends. Trump has always relied on his own illusion, a sleight of hand, a magic trick. As Ezra Klein recently pointed out, Trump has always been a pretender. But the truth is that none of it works without people with real power giving credibility to his act, from TV to politics. And now corporate America is doing the same. And this kind of anticipatory obedience, as historian Timothy Snyder calls it, runs the risk of unintentionally manufacturing public consent for exactly the kind of executive overreach that Trump dreams of getting away with. He wants to be a king with power over everything, but he isn't. This is America. He's the president, and presidents don't have power over everything here. And as such, I think the solution is simple. Stop pretending that Trump is more powerful than he actually is. Call his bluff, but whatever you do, stop obeying in advance.